President Trump has made a sudden return to Washington this morning as questions swirl around the U.S. involvement in the war between Israel and Iran.
That follows an ominous message from the president for the residents of Tehran to evacuate.
Right.
Doug Zader live with us from Capitol Hill with more on this. Doug, good morning.
Bob and Brooke, good morning. The president is meeting with his national security team at the White House this morning after saying that it was very important that he return to Washington this morning.
In the early morning hours, Air Force One and President Trump arrive at Andrews Air Base, well ahead of schedule after cutting short a trip to the G7 conference in Canada. On the way, the president spoke about what he's now looking for between Israel and Iran.
What are you looking for here? And then a real end, not a ceasefire. And then
Air raid sirens and explosions in Israel as Iran and its proxies continue missile attacks. Precision Israeli airstrikes continue to hit Iran's military, and a clear sign that the president's patience has worn thin. As he posted on Truth Social, Iran should have signed the deal I told them to sign. What a shame and waste of human life. Simply stated, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I said it over and over again. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran.
We're vigilant. We're prepared.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said the U.S. military is ready, but for what? Israel may seek U.S. help in deploying so-called bunker buster bombs to take out Iran's nuclear targets that are buried deep underground. But at the same time, there is still a push for a peace deal.
President Trump's made it clear it's on the table. The question is whether Iran will take it.
All right. Now, the U.S. is certainly preparing for the worst here. We have word this morning that the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem is closing down today with U.S. employees told to seek shelter. We heard yesterday the offices in Tel Aviv were shut down. Now it's the actual embassy in Jerusalem. Brooke and Bob.
Is searching for a peace deal, and yet at the same time, when you see that there was that tweet, the Truth Social message about French President Macron, and Trump wasn't very happy about Macron saying that Trump was looking for a ceasefire, leaving the G7.
Really took exception to that. I mean, it seems as though, from the president's perspective, the time for that has come and passed. That he's not interested, it doesn't sound like, in further negotiations, that Iran just simply has to accede to these demands.
All right, we'll see what evolves today as the president meets with his national security team. Doug Zader live for us in Washington. We appreciate it, Doug. Thank you.
Thanks, Doug.